happy birthday. This is your birthday bonus reading. Right now the moon is at 43.4% illumination in the sign of Taurus. So, let's see what all this means for you. I hope that you are having an excellent birthday season. Should be feeling in your energy and your power. So let's see. Alright, so we have the pentagram, right? This is harmony, protection, idealism. I've mentioned this before, but I like to mention it for the newcomers and stuff, that when I look at the pentagram, I see, the five-pointed star. It really represents the figure of a human. You've got two arms, two legs, your head, and then with that circle of protection surrounding you, right? And I feel that that's why it's so historically used in occultism, right? It represents the protection in your circles. It's, the protection while you are doing divination and those kinds of things. So I don't see it as a negative thing. A lot of people do. That's on them, right? We're here to think outside the box. So I definitely see this energy of feeling very spiritually protected. And, even if you go through challenges, it's like these challenges don't break you, We have Men in Black. So this is a card of stalking and, and lurking, right? This is somebody who is kind of observing. Either somebody is observing your social media and kind of watching, right? It's the spine card. So somebody is kind of like keeping tabs on you energetically, or vice versa. You could be the one. We'll find out. Roles can be reversed. Actually, I'm going to use this deck for you. But yeah, roles can be reversed. So take it as it resonates. If this is not your story, then feel free to go to any of my other timeless readings, and more will be coming, right? So, yes. But I feel that we find these readings when we're meant to, and, I feel that everybody's got something to get out of this message who finds it. So, let's continue onward. And also, this stalking card doesn't necessarily have to be like in a negative sense, right? This could also be like somebody whose interest is piqued. They want to learn more about you. They want to see you, right? Want to see what you're about, what you do, So, and, anybody who's on social media has been guilty of lurking at, different profiles and stuff. Especially the funnier the person, the more I'm looking at that profile. Okay, I want to find the memes. Okay, I'm a meme hunter. So, it could be from any level. We'll find out. This does seem very prominent, this energy of being watched. So, I feel that it does hold some kind of significance there. Let's see. And cross watchers are welcome. I feel that there's messages even for the cross watchers when I do read it. So, let's see. Right off the bat, you're showing up in Kingpin energy, right? The King of Pentacles. You're showing up as somebody who has really established themselves, or is on the path of establishing yourself financially in the material world, which I don't think there's any shame in that, right? In the same way that I don't think that there is, I don't think that poverty is necessarily virtuous. So I feel that if you are in that energy of coming up, of learning how to navigate finances, become financially literate or whatever, that's dope, right? I think that's important. Um, in Jewish culture, it's like, it's seen as, not suffering unnecessarily when you take care of those priorities, right? When you're on top of your financial game. So there's that. Also, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. This could be like withholding a truth or not taking a certain action that perhaps you're feeling kind of compelled to, but you haven't spoken it. But the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it has to do with somebody that's not equally yoked with you. All right, this is somebody that you see in a state of lack, right? And this could be some kind of romantic partner or somebody in that energy, because it does look like it's somebody who's trying to be your counterpart, but is not. So, and perhaps you've been playing it nice with them, perhaps you're not being, and we, it happens, you don't want to hurt people's feelings or whatever, but it feels like there's an unspoken truth here. Perhaps you gotta let somebody down, and perhaps they haven't presented that opportunity yet for you to do that. They could be observing your patterns, your things, watching you. Or let's get some clarification on this. What is the Ace of Swords in reverse? I want to know what is unspoken. We have the Two of Cups. You could be romantically interested in somebody and you haven't, expressed that. With the Devil in reverse, I feel that you're trying not to, morality is involved here. Okay, I guess that's the best way to put that. Or you could be dealing with a Capricorn heavy on the earth energy, or somebody who has strong Capricorn in their chart. But either they're interested in you and want to pursue you, or vice versa. But this is somebody who also doesn't want to fall into temptation, or doesn't want to, preemptively make a move, not knowing if it's going to actually play out that way. It's kind of like testing the waters. I mean, the Ace of Swords in reverse did show up with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and this is somebody who's perhaps in the energy of letting go of things in their life, right? They're in kind of an upside down upheaval of their life. Cycles are closing out, cycles are opening up, and it's like perhaps they're just not in a good place for that. And perhaps they want to, right? But it just looks like right now there's a lot going on in their life, and they're not really in a position to be open in that way. So let's see. Interesting. We have the Magician in reverse, and it's kind of like, even if somebody thinks that their intentions are hidden well, they don't think that they're obvious, they are, right? There's disillusionment here. The Magician to me represents illusion. Also, it's almost like you don't see them as an option either with the Seven of Cups in reverse. It like the desire is there, but you feel that for some reason, perhaps where they're at in life, or vice versa, they feel that way about you. There's not really an ability to move forward with this with the Chariot Cancer in reverse. Um, it's like somebody is really focusing on building their foundation, their home life, you know. This could be somebody who's married or um, or connected in some way. It almost looks like it's taboo, whatever it is. Like pursuing this would be taboo. Perhaps like you're friends with an ex, or like it's almost like too close for comfort, right? But it just looks like there's a little bit of a taboo surrounding, you know, this connection and why you think it may not be the right option right now. It does look like they're in a state of rebuilding themselves, right? It looks like they're trying to create something for themselves. And establish themselves, and it's almost like they want to know, you know, that they can do that without somebody else footing the bill or doing, you know, the work for them. It's like they want to have that under their belt, that they did it. And with the Star Aquarius energy, this is, you could be in the spotlight or they could be in the spotlight in some way. This is typically like the card of like fame, you know, and it also speaks on the light and the darkness, you know, like there is a light here. And it reminds me of that song by the Smiths. There's a light that never goes out or whatever. And it goes, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Right? And so I kind of feel that when I look at this card. It's almost like there's a desire there. However, it feels like it's not the right time or place for this. With the Strength card, your card showing up, Leo energy, very strong. This is, you know, this Strength also shows restraint, right? This lion could maul her, but he's just chilling, right? She has no problem putting her hands near an open lion's mouth, right? She's not afraid. She's just like petting it. She's like, whatever, you ain't gonna get me, whatever. And so this is that energy, right? Of, you know, feeling like the lion, like you want to pounce, but there's restraint, there's holding back. For whatever reason. Perhaps it's divine timing. Perhaps there's just, you know, it's not the right situation at this time, right? There's too many obstacles, too many things trying to step in the way. Well, what is their advice in regards to this? King of Swords in reverse, your advice is to stop being so energetically defensive. You are divinely protected, Right? This is like a fear of rejection, a fear of whatever. You're being called to be vulnerable, right? Put the sword down and quit overthinking a situation. With the Eight of Wands, it's like whatever direction you are going in and you're moving very quickly, things could move very quickly for you. Sometimes just putting the truth out there helps you to move forward, whether you get something out of it or not. It helps you to not feel stuck and stagnant and like not moving forward, right? But the Ace of Wands, I do see a passionate new beginning, right? A lot of fire in that. So this could also have to do with a new career path or just feeling newly inspired, right? It's like this inspiration comes fast and it's something that, I mean, you feel a lot of drive for. You feel like you're going in the right direction. You feel like things are working out the way that you would like. Even if, you know, other areas of your life feel stagnant, it's like I do see it like a new cycle opening up for you. But it requires your vulnerability. It requires you to not be afraid. Now we have the Fool card, Uranus energy. This is strong Aquarius energy as well as Aries, right? And since you have the star here, I do feel that you could be dealing with an Aquarius or somebody who has that in their chart. The Fool card represents like taking a leap of faith, going into the unknown, you know, and kind of like surrendering to the outcome, right? Like trusting that everything is working out in your favor. That everything is going the way that it should, you know, and there's a playfulness to the Fool card, right? It's like getting in touch with that inner child. This could also be stepping into the spotlight and allowing yourself to be seen with the Star card, right? Allowing yourself to be known in that way. I feel that you're just, you know that something's moving quickly. Whether it's within a relationship or not. Because it does feel like there's that, but it feels like there's also this sense of direction and purpose that is pulling you in a new path, right? In a new way. The Fool is not afraid to let go, right? Fool is not afraid to drop everything and go in a new direction. And that's why it's so heavily represented by Aries and Aquarius, right? Because they have mastered the art of detachment. Okay, like since birth, it's like, and if any lesson can be gained there, it's like when you become detached from the outcomes and you're really just like, fuck it, I'm taking actions in the direction I want to go and I'm just gonna see shit through, however, you know, then you'd be amazed at how well the universe will catch you and put you on the right path, you know. It's like, it's just how it works. Alright, let's see what Kali has to say. Polly. Tune into the spiritual power within you. It is beyond what society understands and can offer you. It will nourish, protect, inspire, and guide you through any troubles. If your path is diverging from your original plans or is out of sync with those around you, trust in what is happening and know that you are within Kali's care. Kamala Devi, sorry. Held within Kali's protection, your heart radiates peace, certainty, and beauty. Her grace, sorry, my dyslexia is showing up right now. Her grace melts frustration into inspiration, fatigue into replenishment, and overactivity into effortless attraction. Kamala is the golden pathway of divine protection and peaceful contentment. She empowers your heart to receive with the same grace, generosity, and openness that you express when you give. You are swiftly approaching sacred fruition. So I feel that you should feel very confident in the path unfolding for you. And allowing yourself a little vulnerability when it comes to pursuing what you want, whether it's romantically, whether it's in career, whether it's a passion, hobby, whatever. It's like there's something that really piques your interest and your inspiration. Right? If you're feeling inspired and moved in a direction, I feel like you should move in that direction, right? The Eight of Wands says that, like, and the Fool card says that, you know? It's like there's an openness to a new way of life. And when we are open to new ways of life, we shut the door to the way life has always been, right? What we're familiar with, what became comfortable, right? You shut out the devils you know for the devils you don't know, right? And it's kind of, you know, and it's that leveling up energy. Like when you're in a video game and you level up, it's not just you who levels up, right? It's your adversaries, right? When you're playing against the computer gets harder, right? The boss fights get harder, the enemies get harder, right? And so it's not just you leveling up, it's like part of the collective leveling. Your challenges level up too, and you know, learning to overcome them step by step, you know, because you may have mastered one area of life, right? You may have mastered a certain field, and it's like as soon as you feel you've mastered something and you're comfortable in it, then the universe is like, here's some unfamiliar territory. Let's see you master that next. You know, it's like a big ass fucking board game, or video game, whatever. You know, it's just the obstacles match your strengths, right? And so accept that there are challenges on every level of the path, right? And knowing how to overcome them and knowing how to trust what is happening is honestly the best way. You know, you will always be pulled out of situations that are not meant for you. That you are promised. And if you just, you know, trustful, surrender to your outcomes. Let the universe push you into the right direction, right? Two of Cups indicates it could be romantic, right? However, the Star also indicates that it could be career, right? Or a hobby that takes you a lot further than you expected. So yeah, take this as it resonates. Namaste, I love you all, and I will see you later.